So, since this is the second session, in the first session, just to recap, we have covered. We started with doing introduction, guys, whereby each one of you actually went ahead and introduced yourself, and that was so nice of you guys. And before starting, I want to wish you Happy New Year. Happy New Year to each one of you guys. And we started with understanding all these modules, the 8 modules which we would be covering across in the entire search engine optimization course. We spent good amount of time on this particular slide. Thereby, we started further with the very first module, which was search engine ecosystem, right? Whereby we started understanding what is a search engine, how does search engine really works at the back end, and also few major terminologies like what is the meaning of crawling, what does indexing means, what does SERP stands for, the search engine results page, and the categorization of the search engine results page into uh, the paid listings, the paid search listings, and the unpaid search listings, which are also called the natural or the organic or the SEO listings. Followed by we understood the SEO audit, guys, and within SEO audit there were several things which we have understood. Starting with number one was the site colon command, the link colon command, the cache colon command, domain age, checking the presence of robots.txt, checking the presence of sitemap.xml. What are these really files all about? Why are they needed? We spoke about that. I hope everybody remembers and recalls. In case not, just because it was a holiday week altogether, right? I can understand some of you probably won't have got time to just refresh what we have covered. So I would recommend each one of you to do refer to the previous recording, guys, the recording of the previous session, I mean, which was the first session. After the fourth or the fifth parameter and the SEO audit, we spoke about several other, like how to check for uh, search engine friendly URL, whether the URLs present on my website, on our websites, are search engine friendly or not. Then we also spoke about how to really check a custom 404 page, and what does how does a custom 404 page should really look like, right? We spoke about that, and there was another thing which was canonicalization, if you guys remember, how to check for canonicalization issue within how to check canonicalization issue within a particular website, right? We spoke about all that, followed by we started with the second module also, guys, in the previous session, which was on page optimization. On page optimization, if you remember, uh, we started with understanding the basics of it. When I say basic, as in the definition of on-page optimization is the or it is an activity which comprises of all different minute little things which we do and perform on the website itself. Anything which we perform on the website in order to make it search engine friendly, that is what on page optimization is all about, right? So some of the examples I gave you, like changing the content and changing the tags and all that. Today we're going to be discussing in detail the tags part. We started with on page optimization with respect to keyword research. Does everybody remembers the way we started with keyword research part, guys? We started, which tool did we use? So let me go ahead and ask each one of you, which tool, guys, did we use for doing keyword analysis or keyword research? So Sonal says Google AdWords. All right. Anybody else who wants to go ahead and type that across in the chat window, please? Bhupender says Google AdWords. Absolutely, it's a Google AdWords keyword planner tool which we had used across. And after, so there were two, three parameters while doing the keyword research with the help of this tool. And these three parameters, in order to filter out the major keywords which this tool provides and suggests us, these three major parameters were the relevancy, the search count, and also the competition side. I hope you guys remember that. Right. Thank you, Bhupendra. Thanks, Vignesh. This is what absolutely we did. And in case you guys remember, it's good. In case you don't, I have just helped you to do a recap in a short and crisp, precise fashion. But if in case you want to, refresh the entire thing, I would recommend you to please refer to the recording and get that soaked into your mind perfectly. it is very important, guys, for each one of you to actually learn all these things and implement also. So whatever SEO audit stuff which we have done, I had shown you practically in the previous session. I wanted each one of you to actually go ahead and practice that for any of the website. Similarly, whatever we will be doing today with respect to on page and all the other stuff, I would want each one of you to actually implement those stuff for your own website. If you have a website, good. If you don't have a website, then I mean, you can take another website, you know, which is not owned by you, but the preferred way to do is to have your own website. Let me know in case anybody needs any help with respect to creating a website, guys. I can help you with that too. Once you have a website, you need to implement these things, and then automatically, by running your campaign, guys, your SEO campaign, you will get to see the results right in front of your eyes. And at that point of time, the confidence level will really increase high, and then you would feel that definitely whatever you have learned theoretically, you have applied in practically, and you have got the results as well right in front of your eyes. That's what I really want each one of you to actually go ahead and accomplish. All right, so after keyword research, identifying the keywords, we did the filtering part, and I also showed you how to go ahead and do the keyword mapping part. The keyword mapping part, while I was showing and explaining you, I had taken one of the Excel sheet which was for one of my clients, and let me go ahead and open the same sheet again. So if you guys remember, how many, let me go ahead and ask you this way. How many of you remember what number of keywords should one target for one web page, guys? For one web page, how many keywords to go ahead and target? So Bhupender says three. All right. Anybody else who has a same answer or a different answer? All right. So Aarti says three. 4 to 5 says Lamina. All right. Yeah, absolutely. You can go ahead and target three. In case you are a pretty renowned brand, you are a very, what do you say, bigger website, then you can take a risk of going with 4 to 5 and all that stuff. So I always recommend start with three keywords per web page, guys. And these three keywords, do you remember the concept of focus keyword, guys? Let me go ahead and open that on page tags. Right. Did I speak about the focus keyword concept? So out of those three keywords, we take out one keyword and name that across as a focus keyword. Yes, we spoke about that. All right. Okay, great. So that's a great recap, guys. It's 10:07. Let's get started with the uh, topics which we have to cover up today, right? This is an overall overview and a recap of what was covered in the previous session. So I'm just opening the Excel sheet just to get going with on the same path. All right, just a sec. Here you go. Right, this was the Excel sheet, guys. Just could you please repeat about focus keyword? Sure, Aarti, I'll just do that. So, if you remember, this was the Excel sheet, guys, which I had used across. What I'm going to do, I'm going to just go ahead and zoom into this particular one. All right. So if you remember, guys, this was what the Excel sheet. I'm gonna repeat that, Aarti. This is the Excel sheet which I had used in order to show you how the key after the keyword analysis part, you go ahead and do the keyword mapping. The step one was to actually go ahead and sort of type across all the URLs which are there in your website, right? Starting with the home page and then the all the internal pages. Then I went ahead and shown you matching to these web pages. I had gone ahead and selected the keywords, guys. You know, three keywords per web page. So for the home page, there were a set of three keywords. For the another internal page, another set of three keywords. They were all in sync, guys. Whatever the web page was talking about, the keywords were also saying the same thing. All right. So keywords and the content on the web page has to be in sync. Number one. Plus, the other thing which I told you, that out of three keywords which are in sync with the content of the page, out of three keywords, we pick and choose one keyword which we feel as one of the priority keywords out of these three. If we have to really ask ourselves, out of three keywords for every web page which we are selecting, which one of those three keywords is the most primary keyword, we would pick and choose one out of those three keywords and give it a name as a focus keyword. So there would be a focus keyword, one focus keyword for every web page, guys. All right. So what we are trying to do, for every page of my website, I've got set of three keywords, guys, for which I'm trying to actually rank it across onto the top. And out of those three keywords, I've got one keyword as a focus keyword, right? And that's what the concept of focus keyword was, guys. Now what I'm going to show you are the other concepts of on page optimization. There are certain things, guys, which are present across on every within every web page, and these are called tags, and that is something what an SEO professional has to really work upon, and that's what even search engine really looks at. So let me go ahead and open one of the web page. Let's say I type in a query on a search query on the search engine, which is Google search box. After typing in the search query, the search results which I get over here are these, and Snapdeal is the one which I take generally most of the time because they are the ones who have done it perfectly. So I'm opening this search result in a new tab. All right. Now there are few concepts, guys, within a web page, certain tags which an SEO professional has to go ahead and create, edit, and optimize as per the keywords which we had taken for a specific web page. Now, what are these tags? Number one tag, guys, is called a title tag, which every single page, every single web page will have its own title tag. You don't get to see a title tag, guys, in the web page very easily. The title tag, first of all, gets to is actually shown across, is actually represented, rather I would say, in the search result for a specific web page over here. The text which I'm highlighting right now for the Snapdeal one is the title tag, guys. All right, one is the title tag, the other is the meta description. I'm typing that across in the chat window. Meta description. Now every web page, guys, is made up of several codes, right? This code or the other code or that code or this. Now this code, along with the text on the web page, along with the pictures, along with certain forms and all that, whatever the entire web page is made up of, that all really goes ahead and build up the particular web page, right? And since the web page gets built up across because of this code, within this code the tags are there which the search engine optimizer has to really look upon. The first tag is title tag, which I've shown you. That is the one which I've highlighted right now, which is there onto the top in the blue or the purplish color text. And the second one is the meta description, which I've written in the chat window also. And this is a meta description, guys. Right? This is the meta description. This is something which we, as the website owner or the SEO optimizers, have gotten hold on, or we can control that, and we have to go ahead and create them as per the rules and regulations of the search engines, guys, in order to make our website optimize perfectly, and they fall under the on page optimization itself. So this is the actual on-page optimization, guys, which we have started with. We started on-page optimization with keyword analysis, finding out keywords and filtering them out on three different factors, which I've spoken about. Then doing the keyword mapping. After keyword mapping, we've taken out the focus keyword. Now the number third thing is to actually go ahead and understand these tags, the title tag and the meta description. I have a question from Vikas. Vikas says meta description also not seen on a web page. All right. So I'm going to answer that for sure. So now these two tags, guys, which is title tag over here and meta description over here, when we try to open this web page, the same web page in a different tab, where does the title tag get seen across on the web page? Let me show you this. So the title tag gets seen over here only when we take the cursor onto the top where the tab is. Can you see it does have, there is a specific rectangular box which comes in which says iPhone 6 16 GB by Apple, iPhone 6 16 GB online at low price in indiasnapdeal.com. Now that is the title tag, guys. When you take the mouse, when you hover the mouse onto the top of the tab and that small rectangular box is coming with the text, That is the title tag. Whereas the meta description, guys, which you see over here, is not at all visible on the web page. It is not at all visible on the web page. The only way, guys, you can actually go ahead and check this particular code on the web page is at the back end of the web page. The back end of the web page where the code is there, you get that by taking your mouse. That is called a source code, guys. You take the mouse on a specific space, which is a blank space, then do a right click on your mouse and then click on view page source. All right, view page source, that's what you do. And this is the code, guys, of the entire web page. Now this might looks like French to you, but don't get worried. We don't have to really go ahead and get the entire code being worked upon. Only thing which we're going to look at is the title tag over here. Can you see? This is the title tag, the same title tag which was getting represented by taking our cursor over here, or something which was right up across over here. I'll show you how to get this edited across on a website, guys. So I will take a WordPress based website, which is the most renowned platform when you have to go ahead and create a website. So for a WordPress based website, how do you go ahead and get the on page tags being implemented, whether it's the meta tag description or whether it's the title tag. Now this is the title tag, right, guys? So as you can see, the same title tag, the same content is there. iPhone 6 16 GB by Apple, iPhone 16 GB. If I go over here, it says iPhone 6 16 GB by Apple, iPhone 6 16 GB. All right, is the same title tag. And when I go further down in the code, guys, you can see it says meta name description content. All right, this is the same content, guys, over here in the blue, which is also present across over here. All right, iPhone 6 buy iPhone 6 16 GB, blah blah blah. In the end, it's free shipping and COD and EMI options available across India, and that's what you will also get to see, COD and EMI options across India, right? So that's the same meta description, guys. Now, the major differences between these two tags, guys. How long tags? Absolutely, I'm coming on to that. So I think great question. The major parameters, guys, when we are writing in these meta description, guys, number one is with title tag, character limit is 50 to 70 characters, guys. 50 to 70 characters is the maximum. 50 to 70 characters is the maximum character limit, guys, which is actually prescribed for title tag. Not less than 50, not more than 70 characters. Every single letter over here is counted as one character. If it's iPhone, I is one character, P is another character, H is another, O, N, E, and then so forth and so on. Right? So title tag 50 to 70 characters. Then number two with number one, again same the character limits with meta description. It's 130 to 156 characters. I have written that across in the chat window also. Absolutely includes the spaces also, Arti. So every single space is also counted as a character. All right, and whereas the meta description, guys, is 130 to 156. Now as you can see, this is almost the double size, right? Meta description is almost the double size of title tag. What kind of content title tag includes and what kind of content meta description includes? The title tag, guys, includes what the web page is all about. All right, so title tag says what the web page is all about, whereas the meta description is a sort of an ad copy, you can say, or a sales pitch, you can say. Sales pitch, which does include something unique or does have a call to action also. When we say call to action, somebody says that, buy now, call now, this buy now, shop now, call now, all these are call to actions. And as you can see over here, it's also sort of a sales pitch with meta description, which is actually letting the end customer know that there is a free shipping available, there is a COD option available, EMI options are also available across. Anything which is unique, which is something which you feel is going to act as a sales stuff. Any point of your product, of your entire website also, you can say, which will really set you apart from your competitors. So Aarti says, can it be learn or discover? So when you say learn or discover, as in you have to really go ahead and really write these across on the basis of your business which you are catering to, whether it's your client's business or your own personal business. You have to really go ahead and create all of them on the basis of what. So for B2B, absolutely, I mean, you can go ahead and one of the other best way is to actually go ahead and see what kind of meta descriptions your competitor has also written. That's the best way of learning or discovering, you can say, Aarti. So Vikas says, what would that mean? Meta description would certainly have keywords. Yeah, I'm coming on to the keywords part. And so are you saying meta description can be the same for all your categories? No. You have to have maybe the what do you say? Let's say if one of the category has same what do you say sales pitch, but still the wordings has to be changed. If you can use synonyms, it's good. Otherwise, if it's this the unique point is same, let them be same, but at least the wordings, the way the sentence has to be a bit different. The sentence formation has to be different so that there is no copy pasting of the meta description amongst your all the pages of your category. You have to make sure one title tag used for a specific web page is not to be copy pasted to another web page, guys. Similarly, one meta description written for a specific web page is not to be copy pasted word by word to another web page. Or if the overall what do you say the pointers are same between five different web pages or 10 different web pages, probably you can go ahead and change just the wordings and the representation of the both. Right, that's the answer to your question. So you have to make sure the same content is represented with different words altogether. It's all of writing, how good you are in writing and all that stuff. So probably you can hire a content writer who can do that job for you as well. Vignesh says, so one page can have lots of meta description. No, one page will have just one meta description. Since different products will be there on one page. Nope, 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 nope. That is a one page by itself, Vignesh. So what I'm trying to say, can you please? Absolutely sure. So see, this is one of the what do you say web page, guys, right? It did have its own meta description, which I've already shown you by going ahead and opening the meta description over here, right? If I open, let's say the category page, that is your question, Vignesh. So let's say if I open the mobile phones page, okay? Now you would say this web page has got so many another web pages. No, that is not what we are looking at. We're just looking at this particular web page, right? And with this particular web page, this URL, which is mobile phones, is our meta description is going to be talking about that. I'll just show you the meta description for this also. So this is I have created this as an assignment. I can show. Yeah, so maybe you can email that across or each share it with the group at a later stage also, Aarti. That will be great. So for a news website, how will you do meta description for each news item? That is done in a dynamic way. It picks up automatically from the content. So there is a certain coding which is done across by the developer that for a news website, every time you don't go ahead and create it by yourself, it is picked up from the content on the website. So this was the mobile phones page, guys, right? Vignesh, that was a question. And over here, the meta description is this. It says buy mobile online mobile store for branded mobile phones, right? It's not talking about all the mobile phones, whether it's the Nexus, whether it's the InFocus and all that, right? It is a page in itself. Now, the next part, guys, is the usage of the keywords within these title tags and meta description. Now, the focus keyword for every particular page, guys, focus keyword for every particular web page which we have taken, that focus keyword to be used at the most once in the title tag, and focus keyword also to be used at the most twice. Oh, sorry, at the most once only again. At the most once in the meta description also. So when I say at the most, do use the focus keyword within the title tag content, the title tag content, and also the meta tag content. Over here, if we say that buy iPhone 6 or iPhone 6 16 GB was the focus keyword for this particular web page, iPhone 6 16 GB is used in the meta description, and iPhone 6 16 GB is used in the title tag also, right? So you have to make sure that the focus keyword is used across uh, in the title tag and in the meta description. Does that answer all your question, guys? Let me know if any of the questions is still unanswered. Let me know if there is any more confusion, guys. So, okay, no questions left. All right, is that what you said no for? All right, let me know, guys, in case you have. So it's a no question. All right. Okay, so that is what I was talking about. Here you go. So for a news website, how would you do meta description for each news item? That's what I said. This is the coding part. This is for the most bigger websites. So your question is for a news website, how do you do that? In case it becomes very difficult to actually create. If it becomes very difficult to, say, Ali says no voice. If it becomes very difficult to create meta description for every single web page, then you have to create a particular, coding. A rule has to be implemented by the developer where the meta description is pulled out, where the meta description is to be pulled out across from the content itself. So there are several websites which pulled out meta description directly from the content itself, and the SEO guy is no longer responsible for creating meta description and title tag by himself or herself. Over here, you can see, guys, the title tag is written over here. The character limits, I have set it up to be 70 characters maximum. If it goes beyond 70 characters, this is going to turn into red, guys. All right. So the title tag description, the character limit is also actually kept in mind over here. The target keywords and the focus keyword I've already shown you. And we have made sure that for every particular page, guys, the focus keyword is used once in the title tag and once in the meta description also. Let me go ahead and show you the practical side of it also by opening my website and opening the backend of my website rather. So the question which was related to the news website, is that clear? So the answer to that is you have to do a dynamic coding. Coding has to be done so that the meta description gets created dynamically. All right, and it's when I say dynamically, it gets picked up from the content itself without going ahead and creating it by yourself. So that's a more of a development feature. Now, this is the back end of my website, guys. My front end of my website is this. All right, so the front end of my website is this, guys. What I'm going to show you is the back end of my website and show you how to actually do on-page optimization for one single web page as an example altogether. Sally says voice is not yet clear. Sally, I'm not really sure. Is it only with you or is it with everyone? Uh, all right, thanks, Vignesh. Thanks, Swati, for mentioning that. So, Sally, if you can call the DV support team, please. And this is the front end, like I said, and this is the back end. I'm logging into the back end part, guys. Now, this website of mine, guys, is made up on WordPress, and WordPress is the most renowned content management system. It's called a CMS, guys. WordPress is called a CMS, which is called Content Management System. There are several content management system like WordPress. Name of some of the content management systems are like Zoomla, Magento, OpenCart. These are certain technologies, guys, which are used at the back end of the website in order to manage the website, in order to edit, manage the website content altogether. It's very easy to actually play around with the content manage website which does have a content management system. You can easily go ahead and edit things by yourself without making any coding part being done at your end. Uh, so you don't need to be a techie person in order to go ahead and make changes onto your website when you have a website on a WordPress platform or any other content management system. So with respect to search engine optimization for a WordPress based website, guys, there is a pretty renowned plugin, guys. By plugin I mean a additional functionality. There is this tab on the left hand side which will come onto WordPress based website, guys, which is called plugin. All right, this only comes for the paid version of WordPress, guys, not the free version of WordPress. The free version of where WordPress doesn't have the plugin functionality. Plugin is like an additional functionality you're trying to add. Your website will always come with some what do you say, default functionalities. In order to top up more to those default functionalities, you can go ahead and click on plugins and then click on add new. All right. Excuse me. When you click on add new plugin for a WordPress based website, guys, there is this world renowned plugin which all the SEO professionals really recommend and they are quite a fan of. That is called SEO Yoast. I repeat that again, then that's what I have written across in the search bar, guys. After clicking onto plugins and then add new, after clicking on add new, I went to the search bar and I clicked in SEO Yoast in the search bar of the plugins thing, guys. When I entered SEO Yoast, this particular plugin, guys, you can see has come over here. Yeah, I have already installed it. That's why it says installed for me. But if you will do it for the first time, you will have to go ahead and click on install. It will say install now if you'll do it for the first time. Once you will click on install now, it will say do I activate it? You need to then go ahead and click on activate now also. After clicking on activate now, the entire website has got the SEO functionalities, guys. What you really need to do at this point of time is you have to open the website pages of your website one after another and then implement those tags which we have spoken about. Implement those keywords and those the focus keyword, the bunch of those keywords, the title tag and the meta keywords. If you got things ready in a particular Excel sheet, guys. So once the SEO use functionality has been implemented, what I'm doing right now, I'm going on to one of the blog post, guys, one of the web page you can say of my website, and then showing you how the overall optimization has been done across. So I'm opening one of the page. All right, so the one which I'm taking over here is this one. Oops, just a sec. All right, so this is one of the page, guys, which I'm going to show you at the front end and also the back end. Now, this is the back end of a specific web page of my website. Since the back end of my entire website is open up here, this is how a particular web page looks like at the back end. Let me go ahead and show you the front end side of this also. So, so this is the web page, guys, which is at the front end. All right, this is at the front end, okay, of the same web page. Right, that's live on the website, and okay, so this is the web page, guys. let's say when you are doing it for the first time, you have got a web page for your website. What you have to do is you have to go underneath the web page, guys, so that you can see the SEO Yoast functionality. The Yoast SEO functionality, guys, is actually written over here, is actually implemented over here. For every web page, the Yoast SEO functionality will come at the bottom. All right, this is an added functionality to your website. And over here, as you can see, the particular tag, the particular space to actually put in across the focus keyword is there. So I've got one focus keyword taken out from my Excel sheet for this web page, and I've written the focus keyword. And those bunch of three keywords which I have told you, I've written them over here in the meta keyword section. When you will be doing it for the first time, guys, this is all going to be blank. All right, this is all going to be blank, and you would go ahead and enter the meta keywords, which are the bunch of those three keywords which I have told you, which you will put it across by yourself. And out of those three keywords, you will be taking out the focus keyword across, right? Right. So the focus keyword comes up over here in the SEO's functionality itself, which is over here. And I did tell you the focus keyword does come across in the is used once and the most in the title tag, and also it's being used in the meta description. The meta description is this one, guys. In the snippet editor, if I'll edit this, you can see the edit functionality comes over here. And this is the focus keyword, which is how to make your local business rank higher on Google. So the focus keyword is used in the meta description over here, all right? And this is the title tag. Now title tag has to be done, has to be implemented. So let's say my for title tag, I am implementing it over here as how to make a local business rank higher on Google. And then I go ahead and type in, right? So I have typed in the focus keyword. Let's say if I go beyond my character limits, even this particular tool, SEO Yoast, does tell me. See, you can see it has turned into red. So it turning into red, it means that the character limit has actually been crossed across. All right. So you have to make sure that it doesn't turn into red for just because turning it into red means character limit has not been taken into consideration. So what is happening right now? My title tag does have a focus keyword. My meta description does have a focus keyword. I have gone ahead and put across the meta description over here, and I have also gone ahead and got the focus keyword being listed out over here. Even in the search in the URL, guys, which is over here in the snippet editor itself, you have the functionality of editing the URL also. So what I have done over here, you can see the tail part, the end part of the URL. I can never change the URL, the domain, guys. As in, I can change only the other part of the URL, which is not within the domain. I can never change the domain part, but I can change the other side of the URL. And that's what I have done. I have deliberately typed in the focus keyword within the URL, and that's also needed in order to make the search engine optimization, the on page optimization, precisely to say on page optimization to be done perfectly for my web page, guys. You can see it says how hyphen to hyphen make hyphen your hyphen local business rank higher on Google, right? So that's what this is what my focus keyword was. Also I have included my focus keyword in the title tag, in the meta description. Once in both of these things I have written in once in the title, once in the meta description, and I've also made my URL also include the what do you say, the focus keyword. So this is for perfect optimization, on page optimization. Moving above onto the top, guys, other thing which we have to really keep in mind is some more tags, and these some more tags are the header tags. Now what are header tags, guys? Header tags, if you remember, or I mean even now, when you actually go ahead and read a newspaper, you always see a main headlines first, which is the headlines does have the, what do you say, uh, font size to be much bigger. So you have the headline, and then you have certain content, the news piece stuff, and then you have a sub headline. The sub headline, the text size of the sub headline is bit smaller than the main headline, right? Then you have more text. Then you have the sub headline, which is a bit smaller. Similarly, in a particular web page, guys, you always have a header tag. As you can see, I have written something over here, some content, and this content, if I go ahead and select this, there is this tag called heading 1, which is a headline 1, headline 2. You can see heading 1 is the biggest in size in terms of the text size. Then heading 2 is a bit smaller. Then heading 3 is becoming more smaller. 4 most much more smaller. 5 more smaller, and 5 6 the most smallest one in terms of the text size. What search engine says that every web page can have should have a header tag 1 and a header tag 2, at least two heading tags should be used in a particular web page, guys. And at the maximum level, you can go ahead and use heading 6 up till heading 6, guys. The right thing over here which has been done is that one of the heading tag which we have used over here, which is a heading 1, we have placed the focus keyword again over here also, guys. How to make your local business rank higher on Google. This was my main key phrase, I would say, the entire word. The keyword is pretty long, right? My focus keyword. I have made my focus keyword part of my heading tag also. So, I mean, after that, it says, as reviewed by SEO expert Nick Batla, whatever I want to write that, I have written it, whether it's be before the keyword or after the keyword. But the focus keyword has to be present in the header tag, guys, header tag 1. The second meta keyword, guys, which is over here is ranking high on Google, right? This was my second meta keyword, my second keyword out of those three keywords which I have. I've taken this second keyword, guys, as a part of my heading 2. As you can see, if I select this, this is made as heading 2, guys. So the one of the focus keyword was part of the heading 1, and the second keyword is made part of the heading 2, right? And this is done deliberately for much more proper on page optimization, guys, right? This is another tag, which is the header tag, and then we have one more tag, guys, which is called an alt tag. Any questions, any doubts, guys, you have, feel free to stop me across in between and ask me so that I can go ahead and clear your doubts. Now, the alt tag, guys, is a tag which is connected across with the images. Whatever images you have on your website, they can be crawled and indexed and understood by the search engines on the basis of a tag which is connected to them. And that tag is called alt tag. As you can see, there is an image over here. If I go ahead and click onto the pencil icon onto this particular image, it will say alternative text or an alt tag, whatever. If you would be doing it for the first time, this is going to be blank for you guys. I have placed it by myself earlier on, my main focus keyword onto this particular image, and the alternative text for this image, which is also called an alt tag for this image is the same focus keyword, guys. How to make your local business rank higher on Google, right? So this is with respect to one of the images. Let me go ahead and show you the other image I have on my website, and that's this one, and this is my image. So if I click onto the pencil icon, guys, the second image does have an alternate text, which was the second keyword. If you remember, the second keyword out of those three keywords which we have selected for that web page, out of those three keywords, the second keyword is ranking high on Google. I have written ranking high on Google over here, all right, for this particular image, and ranking high on Google was my second meta keyword I have used for my second image, and I've used it for my header 2 also. So for header 2 also I have used the second keyword, and for the second image also I've used. Right, so that's with respect to forming up the URL, forming up the title tag, forming up the meta description, forming up the header tags, and forming up the alt tags, guys. So open this says all tags will be used only on images. Absolutely, only for the images all tags are going to be used across. Right? Any questions, any doubt, guys, do let me know. And the next one is the internal linking, which I want to tell you. Now, before internal linking, all right, I have to tell you anchor text first of all, before I go with the internal linking. So, anchor text or creating links, guys. What does creating links means? Over here, if you can see the entire content which is written over here, all right, the entire content which is written over here on this page, if I can see none of the text is clickable. All right, let me go ahead and see the front end side, guys. Just a sec. So if I open the front end of this website, all right, this is the front end of the website, guys. If I go further down, this is the content. You can see none of the text over here in the first paragraph is clickable. All right, whereas in the second paragraph, you have this content, this particular text, which is clickable, guys. When you click over here, it actually lands onto. So when we clicked onto this particular text, guys, which was clickable, it made the user, the reader or the visitor goes on to that another page which it was linked to. This was the page, guys, which was linked across to that particular text. After clicking over here, this page opened up. But can you see the web page which has opened up over here is on the same domain, yourcreations.ca. It's a different web page, right? It's a different web page, not this same web page which is opening up, but the page which is opening up is on the same domain only, guys. This particular thing is called internal linking, guys. This overall activity, this overall phenomena. Why it is called internal linking? Because one page of your website is getting linked with the other web page. Somebody clicking onto this particular text, guys, on your website only, which is yourcreations.ca, he or she moves to, after clicking over here, moves to another web page on your same website itself. So that's why this is called internal linking. Whereas there is another concept, guys, which is called external linking also. So taking the same example, which is the same particular content piece, guys, if I scroll further down, you can see this within the heading tag. There is this the heading tag. One of the text over here is being hyperlinked, right? How hyperlinking is being done, I'll show you this. Now, this particular link, this particular text, which when I click, let's see what opens up. It's open up a different website altogether, different domain altogether, not the yogcreations.ca. If I would have clicked over here on nick.bathla, and it would have been yogcreations.ca / blah 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 blah. But on the same domain, if it would have been, then it would have been called internal linking itself. If the same domain opens up, if the same, if the web page on the same domain opens up, it is called internal linking. But over here, it's called external linking because after clicking on Nick Batla, another third-party website, another third-party domain has opened up, right? And this third-party domain, guys, which has opened up, is called uh, external linking, right? This is called external linking, guys. Somebody clicks over here, gets to a particular third party domain, not the same domain. Now, how I have created this, let me go ahead and show you in the backend. So I'm going to first of all remove this link, guys. So I'm selected this text and removing the link over here. All right. Sonal says, ideally, how many internal links should we have on a website? There is no number on with respect to how many internal links should be there, Sonal. Many websites do have plenty of them. If you look at Wikipedia, they probably have links on every fifth word. But you have to make sure. So there is no limit to it, Sonal. Uh, that whether it should be 5 or 10 or should be 20, but they all should be, whatever you make, whatever internal linking you do, they all should make some sense. It should not happen that if you are making one particular text on your web page clickable and linked across to another web page, and that another web page is not talking the same thing which you have written on the text which is clickable. right? Then it's of no use. It's always have to be in sync with what you are talking in a particular web page altogether. So let's say, for an example, if I'm trying to make a particular hyperlink over here, I'm selecting search engine optimization. I go ahead and click on insert link, and it's asking me for the URL which I want to submit over here. Let's say I go onto my website, and within the services tab, I have the search engine optimization page. I open that. So I provide search engine optimization services. I go ahead and copy that. When I copy this, I submit it in the URL over here, all right, which was the same hyperlinking guys which I was trying to do. I go ahead and add the link. What has happened? The hyperlink got created. I selected this. After selecting this, I clicked on insert and edit link. And after clicking on insert and edit link, I had entered the URL and I have updated this, right? So search engine optimization, when somebody clicks on this, that person would actually go on to a different web page on my website only, which is internal linking. And that web page which opens up talks about search engine optimization only. So the what do you say, the synergy, the overall relevancy has to be there. So Sonal, that's the only answer. If you have the synergies and the relevancy, you can make as many internal links as you want to, but it should not be a forceful thing. You can go up till 10, 12, 13, I mean, whatever number you want. Now, another thing, guys, is what is an anchor text? The text which is clickable over here, which is made to be clickable, whether it's the search engine optimization text which is clickable over here, which is made hyperlink, or the other text is nick.bathla over here, which is also clickable text. Both these text, guys, with the search engine optimization or nick.bathlas, they both these text which are clickable are called anchor text, guys. All right, that's called anchor text. So the text which is clickable is called an anchor text. Hope everybody has got that and understood that. So we have covered what is an anchor text, what is an internal linking, what is an external linking, the different types of tags, whether it's the header tags, the alt tags for specific for the images across, and also we have spoken about the implementation of title tags, meta tags, and the URL too, right? So your URL actually is being written across by you itself, and making sure, and you make sure that it does have the focus keyword within the URL, right? So that's quite a lot about on-page optimization, guys. Now another thing is called broken link. All right, so I have a question. What of linking to other website? Is there an advantage and the website not linking back to your website? Well, there is definitely small little advantages if you are trying to go ahead and give a particular external link to a third party website, but don't overdo it. Don't keep on doing it from your side till the time you are also not getting something in return. So as you said, that if I am not getting a link back for that link which I am giving, definitely it's not an ideal situation. But some way or the other, you can go ahead and do it like probably once particular, one for one web page. External links are not that of harmful. I mean, some external links do pass across link juice, guys, but these days it's not happening. It used to be earlier on that the link juice used to get passed on. As of now, external linkings are not of harm. They are pretty okay. And even if they are not giving you something, some link in return, if they give you, it's a wonderful thing. And but if they don't give you, you're not at least in some sort of a what do you say, negative equation or a disadvantage situation. So Smita says the header tag is basically the title of the page. No, they both are different. So the title tag over here was this: how to make your local business rank higher on Google. That's it. Okay, and nothing more than this. And over here, the header tag is all this. If I go, so which is how to make your local business rank higher on Google as revealed by SEO expert Nick Batla. If I take the front end side of this web page, Smita, let me show you this. The header tag over here is this, okay? Whereas if I take my cursor onto the top and I can go ahead and see the title tag. Somehow the wordings have been similar, deliberately done by me. If I change the tag on the what do you say, in the title tag and the header tag, they both are a different functionality altogether. These are different placeholders. So header tag is not the title tag. They both are different placeholders, right? Over here, the header tag is this, and the title tag is written over here. I can write over here title tag 1, and I can write over here header tag 1. They both are different, right? So that is with respect to the tags part. Okay, yeah, I was telling you about the broken links, guys. Now, what does broken link means? That let's say today, if we are giving an external link from our website to a third party website, let's say we were giving it from Nick Batla's text, right? Somebody who clicked on, let's say somebody who comes onto my website and clicks on Nick Batla's particular text, he or she opens, gets to see a third party website. All right. Now, let's say this particular website, which is nickbathla.in, has decided that they're going to discontinue. They're no longer going to keep this website. All right. Somehow, it is either the website in itself in totality or the specific web page. Whatever web page you are giving an external link, guys, that should work across perfectly. Otherwise, it would be a trouble for your SEO campaign. Because what will happen when somebody will click on Nick Batla, he or she would be taken across to a 404 page or a particular page which will say this domain is no longer is in use. All right, and it's a broken link. It becomes a broken link, guys, when the particular website was working earlier but it's not working now. All right, so a link given from your website to another website which is not working as of now, that particular web page is not working, it is showing 404, that is called a broken link, guys. This is an harmful thing, guys, for this website, yourcreations.ca. Whereas this website didn't do anything bad. It was this nickbatla.in website which decided that they're not going to run. And so yourcreations.ca didn't do anything bad, but still they would have to feel the pinch of that broken link, because Google says, or any other search engine says, that broken links are something which has to be checked in on regular basis and they should be removed across. As your website moves higher the ladder, I mean, it keeps getting stronger, the chances of broken links are very much there, guys. How can a website, or what do you say, owner get to know about these broken links in one go? With there is a particular tool for this, and that tool is called brokenlinkcheck.com. Here you go. So brokenlinkcheck.com. What you need to just go ahead and do over here is to just type in the name of the website, the URL, and then click on find broken links. All right. ZNP65. So this tool is actually going to give you all those particular links which are present on your website, and which particular web page does have that link. Even the source will be given across. Once you get to see which all web pages on your website does have a, what do you say, broken link, you can simply go ahead and open that particular web page, guys. You can simply go ahead and open that particular web page and get that thing removed. So you can go ahead and select that particular, let's say, backlink over here is this, which is giving a broken link. You can simply go ahead and select that and click on remove link or edit the link, right? Whatever new link you want to give, or whether you want to edit that part. So broken link, guys, is to be checked on regular basis, and this tool will actually help you to do that. It will keep on giving you information about how many backlinks, how many uh, external links on your website are broken and not up to the mark. So that's with broken link, guys. The other part is the creation of XML sitemap and also the robots.txt. I hope everybody is clear up till now, guys, whatever we have covered so far with respect to the thanks Bhupinder, with respect to implementing of SEO Yoast, with respect to the title tag, the meta tag description, the alt tags, the header tags, the and also the broken links. Thanks Bhupinder, thanks Shilpa for acknowledging. Can everybody acknowledge whether all of you are doing pretty fine? Let me know if you have any doubts, guys. Any other questions? So Vignesh says yes, Aarti says yes, Arvind says yes. Thanks, Lavina says yes, clear. Can I get confirmation from each and everyone? Komal says yes, Smita says yes. All right, so I hope everybody has replied in. There are no further more questions, so I can go ahead and let you know about the implementation and the creation of these two major files, robots.txt and XML sitemaps. Now, in the last session, guys, while doing SEO audit, I did tell you that these two major files, robots.txt and sitemap.xml, are very much needed in order to do what, guys? In order to optimize our website perfectly or to strengthen our SEO. Now, what does robots.txt file does, guys? So let me go ahead and ask each one of you. So robots.txt file, which we have covered in brief while doing SEO audit. So what does robots.txt file does for us as an SEO optimizers? All right. So web pages to crawl, absolutely. Sonal says notepad file is crawled. Yes, it is a notepad file for sure, right? Since it's a .txt and this particular file is used by search engine optimizers. If you remember, guys, if you don't remember, do refer to the previous session recording, please. Robots.txt is a file which is created just with the objective of giving instructions to the search engines. Just in order to give instruction to the search engines, this particular file is being which is a notepad file which is being created, and this command which is written on on the robots.txt file does have the instruction on which all web pages to be crawled and indexed and which all web pages not to be crawled and indexed. If you remember that, we spoke about why would someone want their website not to be crawled and indexed. Does anybody remember that? Why would someone not allowed would not allow the search engine to crawl to not, to crawl certain pages? So if not complete, Lavina says absolutely. So in scenarios where let's say your website is actually under construction right now and you don't want to promote across your website till the time it's done perfectly, right? Then you can go ahead and implement robots.txt and just disallow. You can just go ahead and disallow those web pages which you don't want search engines to have a look at, right? So that's right, Komal. Which Komal says payment pages. Sunil says in case of under construction, Bhupinder is under construction. That's right. Thank you so much, guys. And that's what you really need to go ahead and have the robots.txt. Robots.txt will give instruction to the search engines which web pages to be crawled and which web pages not to be crawled and indexed. Now, how do we create that? A robots.txt file, I'm just going to show you. And the other file was the sitemap.xml, right? What is a sitemap.xml file all about, guys? Can anybody tell me? So Komal says hierarchy of all pages. Lamina says it's a absolutely it's a page of a website, a map of a website, right? Sonal says comprises of all the web pages. That's right. Vikas says it's a sitemap. Absolutely, guys. Sitemap is nothing but it's a file which is used by now again SEO optimizers. This is being created and uploaded across onto the website. And when I say uploaded across onto the website, it is uploaded across on the main domain folder, the main folder of your website. And this particular file is nothing but a map, a overall hierarchy of your entire website is listed down here in this particular XML file. This is used for creation and uploading it across on your website again from the SEO standpoint of view, right? So for making your website strong or rank across perfectly and to make your SEO campaign much more effective, you should have an XML sitemap file, guys, to be created and then uploaded across onto your website. How do we go ahead and create the XML file, guys? XML sitemap file, guys, is by using this particular tool called xmlsitemaps.com. This can be used in in two, three different small steps. You can go ahead and get started with the uh, sitemap file creation and uploading across. So within this tool, guys, let's say if I type in digitalvidya.com and then you go ahead and click on start. All right, so once you have clicked on start, it will start collecting all the web pages which are present on your website, and it will place it across in the sitemap file, guys. The sitemap XML file will be available over here on this page to download, and once you download that across, you can send that file to your developer or someone who looks after your website and get that uploaded across, get that particular, what do you say, get that particular file, the XML sitemap file uploaded across onto your website so that it gives overall much better picture to your entire SEO, guys. Right, so that's with the sitemap creation. Now let me go ahead and show you the robots.txt option, guys. So we have covered the URL, the main focus keyword within the URL, the heading tags, the alt tags, the meta description, the broken links, anchor text. Cross-linking is nothing but the internal linking, right? Sitemaps we have covered. Just now, how do we go ahead and create the sitemaps and get them uploaded across? Then comes in the robots file. All right. Here you go. So robots file, guys, like you said, it's a notepad file, and within the notepad file, certain commands and instructions are being given across, all right? And these instructions are for the search engine in order to make them know which all web pages to be crawled and indexed and which all web pages not to be crawled and indexed. We have already spoken about why would someone actually go ahead and stop crawling of their website. There are certain limitations, there are certain stages like under construction, like privacy and all that stuff. So the robots.txt, guys, as the slide says, it is a file, a text file, which instructs the search engines or the robots, right? Which instructs the search engine robots on how to crawl, what to crawl on the pages, guys, on the website pages. Now, since it's a what do you say, a notepad file, and it has to be placed across on the similar root folder. So even the XML sitemap file and the robots.txt both will actually go into the root folder, the main folder of your website. If you know how to actually go ahead and get that worked across, good. Otherwise, you would need help of a developer to actually go ahead and get the robots file and sitemap file upload it across, right? I've told you how to make these. I've already told you how to make the XML sitemap file. Now comes on to the robots file. All right. So the robots file, whether your website does have a robots.txt, you get to know by clicking onto your website file name dot your website name, website URL forward slash robots.txt. And there are four scenarios, guys, which are used while creating the robots.txt. Let me go ahead and show that. All right, just a second. It has got hanged. All right. Okay, these are the major areas, major example, guys, major situations when it comes down to writing a robots.txt file. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to open a notepad file. All right, it's opening up. So these are four major different areas, guys. So what I'm doing, I'm opening a new notepad file, and within this new notepad file, I am trying to first of all, just a second. So within the notepad file, I'm trying to first of all go ahead and write in the command which is used to instruct to all the search engines. We start by writing the notepad file by writing user hyphen agent. Now user hyphen agent means the search engine, guys. So you want to speak to all the search engines, you type in user hyphen agent, and then uh, by default you have to type in colon and then the asterisk sign which is used. The asterisk sign is used in order to show that we are trying to give instruction to all the search engines. So the user agent means the search engines and the asterisk sign means all the search engine. And this is a scenario one, guys. All right. In this scenario, when you have got the user agent being written as search engines and the asterisk sign means all the search engines, then you go ahead and press enter, and then you type across allow colon forward slash. All right. Now, this is scenario one when you want all the search pages on your website to be crawled and indexed, right? So, what you do in this case, allow colon forward slash and user agent colon and the asterisk symbol. You go ahead and save this file and save this file as robots.txt and then upload it across onto your root folder again. Not just the XML file is uploaded across onto the root folder, but also the sitemap file. So this is scenario one, guys. When you want indexing of every single page on your website, when you don't want any of the web pages to be not to be crawled, you are doing it right now. You have created it for a particular situation when all these web pages are to be crawled and indexed. In a scenario two, let's say none of the web pages had to be crawled and indexed. In this scenario, guys, what we have to write in, so scenario 2, when all the web pages are none of the web pages are to be crawled and indexed, you start with again user hyphen agent colon then the asterisk sign. So user hyphen agent colon then the asterisk sign, and then the bottom part is this allow colon the forward slash. All right. So this is scenario two. What the only change in scenario one and scenario two, guys, is the from allow it becomes disallow. The forward slash after allow and disallow still remains the it's a forward slash only, still remains the same. Whereas with user agent colon the asterisk sign and user agent colon the asterisk sign in scenario one and scenario two, they both are same. So it's up to you how do you want to go ahead and create the robots.txt file. But what is the essence behind these? I've spoken to you about that. And then we have a scenario two, guys. Now this is the most common scenario, which is a mix of both the particular scenario, guys. Now the mix is in a sense, you first of all start with user agent colon. All right. Once you type that across in scenario 3, the scenario 3 is some pages to be crawled and some pages not to be crawled, guys. You type in user agent colon and then the asterisk sign again. Now over here you would type in disallow instead of allow. You would type in disallow colon forward slash. Over here you would type across only those web pages which you feel are not to be crawled. All those web pages which are to be crawled are not supposed to be written here. They will by default get crawled across, guys. By default, it will get crawled and indexed. Scenario 3 over here, let's say one of the folder on your website, let's say the mobile folder, the mobile category, main page has been, the main web page on your website has to be, just a sec, has not to be crawled and indexed, let's say. What do we do in that case, and what do we do in order to disallow certain category of the web page? What I have done over here, I've taken two things over here. I have disallowed one one whole entire category of the website, which is the mobile category. All right, and let's say you want to go ahead and disallow the SEO course web page in itself. All right, somebody's on unmute. All right. So this is scenario 3, guys. What you have done over here is that uh, you have mentioned that user agent as in the search engines, and the asterisk sign means all the search engines, and then you're trying to disallow one of the web page, guys. You're not typing the entire URL, which is yourcreations.ca forward slash SEO blah 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 blah. You're just typing the tail end over here also, the tail part of the URL, or also you want certain particular category to be disallowed in totality. That can also be done. So over here I have written mobile category. So if I go back to my website over here, let's say in this website of mine, I don't want, which web page was that which I have, the mobile one. So okay, maybe let's say my website is snapdeal.com. Okay, within snapdeal.com, the entire category, guys, which is of the mobiles. Okay, underneath this category of mobile phones, there would be several mobile phones. There would be, let's say, 1 lakh web pages. I want to go ahead and disallow that particular service. That can also be done. So I go back to the disallow, and then when I click on disallow, sorry, when I write in disallow, I'm writing the entire category name. Entire, all the web pages which fall under the mobile category will not be crawled and indexed by search engine at all. All right. There could be X number of reasons. I mean, there could be plenty of reasons why would someone block that and all that stuff. But you can mention a specific URL also. You can mention a specific entire category for which you don't want the search engines to come and crawl and index, guys, right? So once you do that, you will go ahead and save this file on your desktop or a laptop, and then upload it across onto the desktop or laptop of your website, right, by placing it onto the root folder. So that's with the sitemap and robots.txt creation also, guys. I hope everybody is clear onto that. So this was this, and the importance of sitemap you already know. So it's going to be uploaded onto the root folder of the website. So that's a main folder. It's called a root folder. Right, guys? So with respect to on page, we have covered all the things with respect to robots, sitemap. cross-linking between one page to another page. What is an anchor text? The text which is clickable, and the broken links when somebody other's third-party website has disallowed a particular web page or disallowed the entire website, have not been running the website at all. So that will really lead to broken links. And also making sure that the URL on your website, they all are search engine friendly by making sure that the focus keywords are used in the URLs, right? So, and also we spoke about the tags, the meta description, alt tags, and the hidden tags. So root folder, can you show it, please? So I cannot open what you say, the FTP, Shilpa. That's going to confuse many of you because that's more of a development, what do you say, aspect. I can say right now, since not, I don't want many people to get confused. This is a developer's role. You just have to go ahead and ask your developer to upload that across onto the root folder. Uploading a file onto the server does involve using the FTP, right? And I don't want to go ahead and show the technical side what a particular developer does it. So you have to ask your developer to actually do it. Hope it makes sense, guys. So this makes us complete the on-page optimization. It's a request to each one of you to go ahead and implement this for your website also. Till the time you don't do it by yourself, things are not gonna get soaked into your head perfectly. It's almost 11:21, and let's take half an hour break. Let me know in case you have any further more question, please, so that I can take that. So the URL naming is nothing, Bhupender. It's the making sure that the keyword, the focus keyword, is part of the uh, focus keyword. Just a sec. Focus keyword comes into the URL, and this is what I had shown you over here. So that's what the URL naming was all about. So the naming of the URL has to be in on the same lines of the focus keyword you have, Bhupender. So the focus keyword over here, blocking URL with a pattern. All right, I'll just tell you blocking URL with a pattern. So is this okay, Bhupender? First of all, the URL naming was the same thing which we have done, which is the naming of the URL. The naming of the URL is to be done on the basis of the focus keyword which you actually go ahead and choose. That's with the URL naming part. And the fourth part over here. So difference between the header tag, meta tag, and all right, Ankita, told you in detail. I've already told you the difference between these two. So can you explain this part, Ankita? I'm so sorry. It is going to take a lot of time. Title tag, meta tag, description, and header tags. I've already told you all of those in way too much detail. Just need an example. I've shown you the example also, Ankita. This was the title tag example. This was the meta description example, and I've shown you the Snapdeal example also on my website and on Snapdeal's website also. And I have more questions. So meta tags are implement. So Aarti says meta tags are implemented in code and all tags on images co and images in code. What about heading tags? What are these implemented? These are on the main web page. This is a header tag is on the main web page, right? This is the main particular content on your web page, Aarti, where it's being implemented across. And so, Ankita, I would say for your question, just refer to the recording once more. You'll definitely get to, refresh yourself on what are the difference between these tags. So, blocking URL with a pattern, sure. So, I'm taking the web. So, blocking URL is, let's say, these are the four major robots.txt pattern, guys. So scenario one we have taken. If we want allowing indexing of a particular allowing indexing of everything, we have user agent asterisk sign and then allow colon forward slash. If we don't want any of the web page to be indexed across, we instead of allow we do disallow. Otherwise the user agent remains same. And if we want to disallow a specific folder, then we can go ahead and write down the specific folder also. Or in case You want to disallow. We want to disallow specific URL pattern also. We can do that. And so scenario 4, very less people use that. So scenario 4 is, let's say there are certain web pages which does have similar URL pattern. You can go ahead and type across the common thing between those URLs. You type in user agent asterisk, let's say, and then you go ahead and write in disallow. You write disallow, and then the specific pattern on of let's say 50 different URLs. 50 different URLs have you know the dollar sign and the percentage sign, and then they have at what do you say, ABC. All right. So what is happening over here? Let's say there are certain web pages on your website where dollar and then percentage symbol and then ABC, they come in together. You want to go ahead and specifically block or disallow only those URLs which have this pattern, right? They have very big organizations who actually go ahead and take a look onto those web pages and then block them across in the pattern which they are coming across. So certain web pages which does have a common thing which is dollar percentage and ABC within their URL, and that is to be disallowed. Only thing as which has to be done is to write in disallow colon the pattern of those particular web URLs. So there are 10,000 web URLs on your website. Out of 10,000, there are 500 URLs which does have a similar URL pattern where the percentage symbol and the dollar symbol and ABC, they all of them come together. You want to go ahead and block all of them instead of writing all the URLs one after another after another after another. You can just go ahead and type in the specific what is a pattern of the URL also, guys. Right? Hope it makes sense. So it's almost 11:30. Let's take a half an hour break, guys, and then we take it further from there. Let's take a break till 12, and then we'll move further from there, and we'll take more doubts, queries, and more topics which we have to do. All right. So I'm going on mute. Let's connect after half an hour after a break, and it's break till 12, guys. All right. So I'm putting myself on a mute. Thanks. All right, hope everybody is back. It's 12 o'clock, guys. Let me know if all of you are back. So, Ankita, sure, Ankita, you said, can you explain my question if you get time at the end of the session? Let me know, Ankita, what's your question, please? So, I forgot what your question was. All right, so everybody's back. Ankita, do let me know what your question is so that I can probably take it right now if it's something which I can probably go ahead and explain right now. All right, is Ankita there or probably Ankita isn't back right now? All right, so let's move further, guys. So when she'll be back, she can ask me the question again. So we have covered search engine ecosystem, on-page optimization. There were several different aspects within on-page optimization and SEO audit as well, which we did prior to that. Now the third module, guys, is Google Analytics and Webmaster. What are these two different tools all about, guys? So Google has its several products. I have given you a small brief about these products where in the last session. So where when we were discussing all the modules, what all do you all right. So Ankita says the difference between title and the header tags. The title tag is something which doesn't get appear. All right, so guys, I have to take this question and then I'll come on to Google Analytics and Webmaster. So Ankita, title tag is the tag which gets visible across only if you take the cursor onto the top. All right, let me go ahead and show you with the Snapdeal example which I had shown you earlier. All right, so if you remember on google.com when I had entered this URL, sorry, a search query which is by iPhone 6, I told you the search result which is coming over here, Snapdeal, the title tag is this one, right? The title tag gets appear over here. I did tell you if I open this same search result into a new tab, the web page will open up. The title tag doesn't get appear over here, right? iPhone 6 16 GB by Apple iPhone 6 and blah blah blah. But if I take my cursor onto the top right, then the title tag appears, right? This is the title tag. Whereas the header tag of this page is iPhone 6 16 GB. This is the difference. So this is something, the header tag is very much visible in front of you, in front of your eyes. All right, and it's part of the content. It's part of the content, and that is more or less part of the code, you can say, right? Which you don't get to see so easily, right? You can get to know about it. You can get to see that once you go into the back end, right? You got that? All right. So, okay. It's heading of the page. Absolutely right, Sayali. It's heading of the page. So you have one heading, you have another heading, and you have another heading. You can have as many headings. Great. Now, what is the difference, guys, between Google Analytics and Google Webmaster? So I have given you an brief about Google Analytics and Webmaster, guys, in the previous session. So requesting you to actually type that across in the chat window. What do you remember, guys, in terms of the brief which I have given you about Google Analytics and Google Webmaster in the first session? Anybody who remembers the difference between these two major tools, or what are these two major tools all about? So I have given you brief about these two major tools, guys, in the first very session, if you remember that. So the question which I have right now is, what is the major difference? So Vignesh says used to check indexing and visibility of the website. That's Webmaster, all right. So in order to check the indexing visibility of the website, Google Webmaster is being used for that. Vignesh says, all right. And what is analytics for? Webmaster. Sonu says Webmaster is only for SEO. All right, perfect. What else? Anybody else? Or should I move further? So anybody who wants to go ahead and tell me what is analytics all about for, guys? So analytics is used to check the website traffic, says Vignesh. Absolutely right, perfect. So guys, there are two things on your website. One is the traffic which is coming onto your website. If you have to evaluate the overall traffic, right? So Komal says to understand trends in the site traffic, and I have another to get details of how well the website is doing. All right, so Ankita says it's basically the process of collection, processing, configuring, and reporting of data. Oh, wow, that's great. That's a good one. That's a great definition. That's right. These are major four pillars of analytics. Absolutely, they collect, process, configure, and report. That's right. So, in short, if I talk about, guys, Google Analytics is a tool which Google provides, just like Google has several products like Google search engine or Google Drive or Google Translate or Google Maps and all that. Similarly, Google has another product which is Google Analytics. It is provided across to digital marketers to get to know, in short, the overall details about the traffic which is coming onto your website. Now, where is this traffic coming from? How much time are they spending on your site? Are they coming because of the SEO campaign being run across, or because of the Google AdWords campaign, or the whatever stuff, right? Whereas with respect to Webmaster is basically for understanding small little points about SEO campaign which you are running on your website. Now, Google Analytics is majorly for the traffic coming onto your website for any source, right? Whether from social media or whether from email marketing campaign, or whether it's coming from the SEO campaign also. Let's try to understand all of both these tools. We'll first of all, after understanding, we'll first of all try to configure that these particular tools with our website. So I'll show you how do we configure that, and then we'll show you the SEO side of analytics. When I say SEO side, as in what all stuff within analytics and SEO professionals should really look into. Now, Google Analytics is way too vast, guys. I'm not going to cover every single aspect of Google Analytics within this module. There you have a separate, total different module, a separate specific module named Web Analytics for getting into the detailed side of Google Analytics. But from an SEO standpoint of view, what should we really look into Google Analytics? We would take care of that, followed by how do we configure Webmaster also with our website, and what should we really look into for strengthening our SEO campaign, right? So what Webmaster will really help us with. And thank you each one of you guys for being part of the part is being interactive and being part of the conversation altogether. Thank you so much for typing across your inputs in the chat window. Let's move further. So these are the areas which we are going to be covering within Google Analytics and Webmaster. So we'll start with how Google Analytics work. What are the various steps to set up the Google Analytics? Number three being what are the major reports we should look at? And number four, we have already understood what is a Webmaster. Webmaster is a tool to make your SEO campaign much more stronger. And there are some certain other things which we really look into Webmaster. So we'll understand how do we configure Webmaster tool with our website, and once that's been configured, what all link analytics and Webmaster stuff we should look within the Google Webmaster platform. Starting with what analytics is and how analytics works. So what analytics is, we have already spoken about that. And this is the slide, guys, which tells you how Google Analytics or any other analytics platform really works at the back end. Over here, you can see this particular part shows, this circle shows the different campaigns which are being run across in order to get traffic onto the website. Now OM, which is in the middle, OM stands for online marketing. And within online marketing, you have search, which can be the search engine marketing or the search engine optimization, or it's the email marketing or the display ads, the mobile ads, the blogging and the social. So all of them together, which comprises of online marketing platform, guys, gives in online marketing campaign, sorry, all these campaigns of online marketing results into targeted traffic on our website. Now the targeted traffic or whatever traffic which is coming onto our website, that should be evaluated. That should if you can get more details about our traffic, it would be very helpful in order to streamline and improve our campaigns further, right? So that's what Google Analytics really helps us with. The traffic coming onto our website is being collected by uh, what do you say, Google servers, right? Google servers actually collects that data, secures them with secures very secures this entire data in a secretive manner, right? So the overall secrecy is being maintained, it's being secured perfectly within the Google server, this entire data, and then it's being categorized perfectly. After securing the data or saving the data, that entire data is being categorized into several different buckets, you can say, several different segments, and after that it's being segmented across. They are being represented and reported. That entire customized or categorized data, that categorized data of those people who have come onto your website, they are being categorized when they come onto the Google servers, and after categorization, they are being represented to the website owner in a Google Analytics dashboard. So there are several reports which are shown across to the Google Analytics user, you can say, or the website owner, or the search engine optimization campaign, or any other campaign runner, whether it's a search engine marketing campaign runner or an email marketing campaign runner, whosoever has got the access to Google Analytics. So for analytics to get configured on your website, guys, you just need a Gmail account. You can use your existing Gmail account to actually go ahead and get started. It is there is a free Google Analytics version and a paid analytics version too. But trust me, even the free analytics version is so vast, then it'll take that will take a lot of time to actually understand small little minute little details within Google Analytics with respect to the data which is getting represented there. So this slide, guys, this part and this reporting part, this is majorly the front end part, but the other part actually happens at the back end part, which we don't get to see. So the campaign and the reporting is something which we get to see. So how do we set up Google Analytics account? So I'm going to show you with the help of not just the screenshots, rather I'll make you go across this part by just opening Google Analytics. Let me just do that. All right, so what I'm doing right now, I'm opening google.com/analytics, guys. So what I need to do right now, I've entered the URL also in the chat window, guys. I need to just sign in to Google Analytics. Okay, so when I've signed in, guys, there are several websites which are coming over here. If you're doing it for the first time, you haven't linked any of the websites, so it will be like a blank thing. And since I have linked several websites already to my Google Analytics dashboard, Google Analytics platform, that's why it's showing several websites. What I'm doing right now, the first time when you will be doing it, you will get to see something of this sort. So once you will log into Google Analytics for the first time, guys, you will get to see something of this sort, which will be about creating an account or adding an account to your Google Analytics. What you need to do is you need to actually give in, let's say, I am doing it for my website. I'm just trying to show you. So I do it account name as Your Creations Test, and then I need to type in the name of the website and then going ahead with typing in the URL of the website, followed by industry category, whatever industry category it falls under. Let's say it's into business, whatever time zone it is. So whether it's US or Indian Standard Time or whatever one. And do you want more details about any other data, any other product which Google offers? So let's say I don't want for any of them. And then I click on get tracking ID. Now there is going to be a code or a tracking ID, guys, which Google is going to offer us. So I click onto that. Then I go ahead and click on I accept. It gives me the terms and conditions. So it's up to you whether you want to go ahead and read the entire terms and conditions, or you simply want to go ahead and click on I accept. So what you can see over here, this is the website tracking code, guys. This entire code has to be copied by you and then sent across to your developer to actually fix this particular code or implement or paste this code, you can say. Paste this JavaScript code. So this is called JavaScript code, guys. Paste this JavaScript code on all the web pages for which you want to track traffic. All right. So for all the web pages, guys, for which you want to track traffic, this code has to be pasted across, and the place where it will be pasted across would be right before the closure of the head tag. Now, the closure of the head tag looks something like this. I've written that across in the chat window, guys. So I'm not here going to teach you HTML coding and all that stuff. But what I'm trying to tell you that the JavaScript code always comes before the header tag. There is something called header tag, and let me show you how I have done it for my clients. So I have a client whose website does have the JavaScript code, and within the source code, the JavaScript Google Analytics code, which is this, gets visible across. This is the entire JavaScript code, guys. As you can see, it says google.com analytics and all that stuff. It starts with script, ends with the tag script itself, right? So if you go to the website of my clients, I'll just show you the source code. I'm going on to the source code of my client's website, and I go ahead and do Control F. Just a sec. So it's Command F, and then I type in analytics. Over here, you can see the analytics code is coming up something like this. It starts with the script bar and it's end with the script tag over here, right? So the JavaScript code starts from here. It starts with script and it ends with the script over here, and it's placed right before the header tag. That's what I told you. This is the end of the header tag. It says / and head, right? This is a header tag end, guys. Just before the closure of the head tag, you go ahead and paste this entire JavaScript code. If you are doing it for a website which is not based on a CMS, guys, then you have to do it this way, and then you need help of your developer. But let's say if you have a WordPress based website, the kind of website which I have, which is used more or less in today's world. I mean, you go for CMS website only, websites which does have content management system. There are no so the other websites are not in that much demand as compared to the CMS ones, right? So this is with respect to the JavaScript code which is placed before the header tag. Now, if I want to do it for my my personal CMS based website, which is yourcreations.ca, I will go onto this website, and again it starts with adding a particular plugin, guys. I go onto the left hand side and then click on plugins, and after clicking on plugins, I click on add new. So I'm trying to add another plugin. Last time it was the SEO Yoast plugin, guys. Excuse me. Now what I need to do, just stop me, guys, wherever you feel there is some doubt or something. I need to type in Google and search in for Google Analytics code, guys. Google Analytics uh, plugin, guys. So I go ahead and press and enter Google Analytics. Once that's being done, I search for that. The very first, uh, plugin, which is by Mr. Kevin, is the most popular one, right? I've already installed it on my system, so that's why it says installed. So if you will do it for the first time, it will say install now, right? You would click on install now, and then it will ask you, do you want to activate? You can go ahead and activate that also, right? So once Google Analytics plugin, guys, have been installed and activated after searching for it, then you need to go on the left hand side and underneath the settings tab. So plugin was one of the major tab, and another major tab is the SEO tab. Within SEO tab, not sorry, SEO settings. So it will come under settings. Within the settings tab, guys, you'll have this option of Google Analytics. All right. Automatically, once the plugin of Google Analytics have been installed and activated, then underneath this particular dashboard, you have the settings tab. Underneath setting tab, you have the Google Analytics sub tab. You click onto the sub tab of Google Analytics, and then it's ask you for a web property ID, guys. Once you have clicked over there, then it's ask you for a web property ID, and the web property ID, you take it from here itself where the JavaScript code was. Now over here, this is the UA code, guys, which is called the web property ID. You just need to copy this across, copy this, and then paste it over here. Now I've already got what do you say, a code already in place, so that's why I'm not going to put the new one, but you would be going ahead and pasting that and then click on save changes. That's it. Pretty simple, guys. Not much of a rocket science. It was just all about opening the website panel and then entering your details, and on the other hand, going into the WordPress, clicking onto the plugins, installing the Google Analytics plugin, and after clicking on the after installing the plugin, guys, then you need to go on to the settings tab, and underneath settings you will find a new sub tab which is by the name of Google Analytics. Open that and pick up the UA code. This is always going to be a UA code, guys. You just have to take that UA code from the Google Analytics. So in case you are not using this entire code, you can just simply go ahead and copy this. Once you copy this, you go ahead and paste this over here, right? And then you click on save changes. That's it. Now, once you have pasted across the UA code, guys, onto your website, you have to check and confirm whether the traffic coming onto your website is getting listed out there or not. Is it getting tracked or not? How do you check that? You can go into the Google Analytics dashboard, guys. Over here, so what I'm trying to do, I'm instead of opening my website, it's already in place. I'm trying to open one of my clients' website. So once you have opened the website, guys, once you have opened your website for which you are checking, you are going to do one thing which is very common, which everybody does, which is clicking onto real time. Clicking onto real time, guys, gives you information. On the left hand side, you have several dashboards. By clicking onto real time, it will give you information about how many people, how many, what do you say, visitors are there on my website right now. So that's with Google Analytics, right, guys? When you have to check whether the JavaScript code is working fine or not, or the UA code which has been put across on the WordPress based website, whatever the case may be. Whatever the case may be, is it the entire JavaScript code where you need help of a developer, or is it the UA code which has to be placed across, which you can do it yourself as well without any technical knowledge? And once you paste that across, once you paste that web property ID, you can go into Google Analytics, and within Google Analytics, you have real time, and within the real time you can just click on overview. It will give you information about how many visitors are present on my website right now. So it does say there are two people right now. One of them is on the certification CWNA page, the other one is on the white papers page. And so this is more or less about the position, guys. So which position? All right, so rather I would say there are less number of people today because of holding and all, so that's why the numbers are not really up. What you guys can do is you guys can open this website, my client's website, and your event details We'd also get tracked across. So I've shared the URL of my client's website. You guys can go ahead and open that, and then let's try to see how many of you the overall geographic location of yours gets noticed and tracked across over here. So as of now, the top traffic, social traffic is none. And all right, so the number has moved up from second to third to fourth to fifth, guys. And as you can see, there is one person from go to meeting, and it does show now it has moved to seven, and there are two people from go to meeting, and it does show there are five people onto the website, onto the home page of the website. So there are five people onto the home page. All right. So this is very much a live thing, guys, very much like you're watching a live cricket match or a live soccer match. You can get to see how much people are there on your website at this point of time. You can also check from where all locations are they really coming from. So out of eight, in seven are from India and one from Hong Kong, right? So out of nine, eight are from India and one from Hong Kong. And the other thing which it gives you is the information about the traffic sources. So when you click on traffic sources, it gives you information about how much traffic your website is getting right now through direct. So what is CWNP for? CWNP is just my client's website. They are into continuing education. So I mean the idea over here is to actually get to know whether the real time thing works or not. So when we say direct traffic, referral traffic, and organic traffic, guys, the direct traffic means somebody going onto your what do you say, a tab, going onto your website and typing in the website URL directly. So somebody who types in cwnp.com, right, and press and enter. So that particular visitor uh, is counted under as the direct traffic, somebody who has opened a particular website directly by himself or herself. That gets counted under the direct. And as you can see, the number has moved up to 10, guys. So there are 50% who have coming onto our website at this point of time who are from direct, and there are 30% referral traffic, guys. So when we say referral, over here you can say GoToMeeting has given referral traffic. GoToMeeting has given almost close to three, maybe it should have been more, but it didn't pick up. So it was referral traffic from three users, three visitors, and some other traffic which is coming onto the website, which is three people have come into the website through the SEO stuff, guys, which has been done, right? So organic listings is nothing but the SEO results. So through SEO, uh, three people came onto the website. So this is how you get to know whether the Google Analytics is working fine or not, right? So if all this information is being picked up across, then it's perfectly fine. So once you get to know that your analytics code is working fine, that real-time stuff is picking up fast. Now, the other thing to really look at from an SEO professional point of view is to actually look at the acquisition side. Underneath acquisition, you have all traffic. When you click on all traffic and then channels, it gives you again information about how much traffic this entire website is receiving from SEO, has received actually. This is the past data, guys. When you open Google Analytics for the first time, by default, it will show you data of the last 1 month, guys, which is December 2nd to January 1st, right? So for the last 30 days, this is the entire traffic, guys, which has been calculated and stored across. And this is all up to us. How do we want to go ahead and consume this data? But for an SEO professional, an SEO search engine optimization campaign expert will always go into the first of all the real time, whether it's working fine or not, and then coming on to the acquisition side. Underneath acquisition, you have all traffic and then channels, right? Channels, after clicking onto channels, it will give you information about how much traffic is coming across from what all campaign guys. So whether it's a paid campaign or a display paid search campaign or a display campaign or any other thing that gets represented here, even social media sites. If I'll click onto social media, it'll give me furthermore information which all social media site is giving me what all traffic. So Twitter has resulted into 78% traffic. Then we have LinkedIn, Facebook, Blogger, WordPress, Google Plus, Reddit, SlideShare, and all the other ones. And that's what I'm gonna make you understand how to go ahead and do that also. So that is with respect to the traffic which is coming onto your website. So when you click on all channels, underneath channels, you have these all websites, these all platforms, guys, from where the referral traffic is coming across. So that is with respect to the geographic side of, not sorry, the geographic side, the referral side. The geographic side comes in when you click on audience, and underneath audience you have demographics, and underneath demographics you have gender. So this is something extra, guys. As an SEO professional, you should always look at your major focus should be all about promoting the Google Analytics. And over here, underneath the audience, guys, you have the geo part. So what you can see over here, something which you can really look at is underneath the audience, you can look at the geolocation part. It'll give you information about how much traffic is coming from what all specific location. All right. So the major traffic is coming through United States, and then India being the number second, and then Canada being number third in terms of the traffic which has been received in the last uh, 30 days. As you can see, in the last 30 days, that's the kind of traffic which has been achieved. And all in all, what an SEO professional, in order to check his or her performance, should do is click onto acquisition, and underneath acquisition you have just a sec. Just a second. So you have all traffic channels, and underneath channel you have the organic search, and I can go ahead and change the timeline also. So let's say I do it as 2011, and then I can go ahead and apply it. So for the past 4 years, how much traffic has come in from what all sources? That's what I get to see. So 90% of the traffic, guys, has come in from in the last these many years, which is almost like 4 years. This is the amount of traffic which has been achieved through different keywords. Now, most of the keywords, guys, are not getting listed over here just because of the one Google algorithm update which had come in, which was called Google Hummingbird update. We're going to talk about that in the last module, guys, which we have. So, right in the last module, we'll be talking about why most of the keywords which are bringing in traffic onto our website are not getting listed, but rather they are getting shown across as not provided. Some of the other keywords through which the website has been visible across has been keywords like CWNP, CWNMA, CWTS, and all the other ones. Right. So as an SEO professional, guys, all in all, you have to check is to first of all get the website configured with the help of an what do you say, if you have a developer and you don't have a CMS based website, then it's a cause of concern. Otherwise, because for a non CMS based website, you can do it by yourself as well. I have shown you the way you can do it is by just adding a specific plugin, which is Google Analytics, install and activate that. And once that's been done, you go back to your panel, guys, and click on to real time and then check whether it's working fine or not. If it's working fine, then as an SEO professional, you should go ahead and check the overall performance of your websites, the campaigns and all. So you can click on to the acquisition and then the location part, or also some more the age and all the other ones. Right, so that's to do with Google Analytics, guys. There are several things which are over here, which are probably very way too deep. Like I said, you have a different module altogether, guys. What all should an SEO professional be knowing about? That's what I've told you just now with respect to Google Analytics. Any specific questions, guys? Any specific doubts you have with respect to analytics? Let me know, else we'll go ahead with Webmaster. So let me know within the chat window, please. Is everybody fine with the Google Analytics? So what keywords are not provided? In fact, it's over 90%. That's right. So the keywords part, Arvind, I'm going to be taking that when we will be talking about one of the Google algorithm updates called Hummingbird update. So it was the Hummingbird update, Arvind, which actually really led to so many keywords who were being typed across and people came into a website. So Google Analytics is not able to track the, what do you say, track down all the keywords list of all the keywords which have resulted into a specific hit and click and a visit on our website. So that is something which is a drawback for Google right now. Google on one side added a extra feature onto their website which is called the security feature, right? And this security feature actually led to one problematic area, which was all the keywords were not get doesn't get listed over here, right? So I'm going to talk about this, Arvind, as we'll talk. We'll have the Hummingbird update in the last session. In the Hummingbird update, this not provided thing comes in. All the keywords which are getting us details, we do that. All right. So that's with the behavior location. All right. So definitely yes, that's what we generally go in for. So any other first? Oh, right, great. Thanks, Arvind. So I'm going to be taking care of that. Any other further questions, guys, with respect to Google Analytics? Do let me know so that I can go ahead and uh, answer that across. All right. So I believe everybody has got that. So time to actually go ahead and open Webmaster, guys. Okay. Thanks, Bhupinder. How to integrate AdWords? I wish I had time, Arvind, to actually let you know about integrating AdWords with analytics, but AdWords, you have a separate module onto that. So, okay, let me go ahead and tell you still. So you have the AdWords part over here, Arvind. Once you have the AdWords part, there is a particular sync which has to be done across between your AdWords and analytics. And when you will open, Arvind, your AdWords platform, onto the top you will find tools section. Within the tools, if you'll click, one of the tool which will open up, Arvind, is going to be the keyword planner tool which we have already used, and the other is going to be the Google Analytics. On Google AdWords dashboard, on the type on the top there would be a particular tab called tools. When you will click on tools, one of the tools is the Google Keyword Planner tool. You can access Google Keyword Planner tool from there, or there would be another option which would be Google Analytics. So you can integrate Google Analytics and Google AdWords, Google Analytics, and that's what you asked me, right? And Google AdWords pretty easily, right? It is just about sending invitation and then accepting it. That's it, nothing else. So it's just about going onto the tools part onto the bar top and then connecting AdWords with analytics. So I wish I could have shown you the lives part. Do we have time? Should I show that? All right, so I'm just opening. Okay, so just now I'm logging into my AdWords panel, which is on a different email ID right now, and then just trying to answer your question, Arvind. So let's say, so this is one of my clients' AdWords account. So onto the top, Arvind, if you can see in the AdWords account, you have the tools part, and underneath the tools, you have Google Analytics. All right, Arvind, you have to click on Google Analytics, and it'll ask you if it's on the same Google account, then it's going to be very quick. It's going to be very quick, Arvind. It'll ask you. So now it's asking me which all websites which are configured over here connect there. So you can connect the AdWords and analytics this way. So what do? You click onto the tools part, you click onto the tools, and then you go to Google Analytics. Once you click onto Google Analytics, automatically the Google Analytics platform will open up and it will say this AdWords account, these AdWords program, whatever campaigns are there. These AdWords account is connected to what particular Google Analytics account, right? And if you can mention this is the one, you can go ahead and integrate AdWords and analytics, right? So that's about easy way to actually do that, Arvind. So Bhavinder says, could you please suggest some good books for further reading? So good books on reading on the AdWords, or which particular topic are you really looking at, Bhavinder? So I'm just opening Google Webmaster. SEO. Okay, for SEO, I would say SEObook.com is a good one. My pleasure, Urban. So there's this website, SEObook.com. All right. So this is one of the great websites, guys, when you're trying to learn SEO right from the scratch and trying to implement that across. So that's more to do with the analytics side, guys. Now coming on to the Google Webmaster. So now what does Google Webmaster does? So Google Webmaster, like you guys have already said, that it's a tool which is used only specifically for search engine optimization professionals, right? And that's the fact. Only SEO professionals go ahead and open Google Webmaster, guys, whereas not the one who are into search engine marketing or social media marketing or any other sort of you know uh, marketing professional you may be. It's majorly the SEO professionals who go ahead and use uh, Google Webmaster. Google Webmaster, guys, there was a recent change into the name of Google Webmaster, which was Search Console. As you can see, it says sign into Search Console. So slowly and steadily, they'll remove Webmaster also, and then they'll name it perfectly to Search Console. So what I'm trying to do right now, I'm signing into the Search Console or Webmaster. All right, so after clicking into the sign in, guys, this particular representation comes over here. Now, of all the websites which I have hosted onto my server, okay. Now, if I have to configure my specific website with Google Webmaster, then I have to click on Add a property. After clicking on Add to property, I have to type in the URL of that property. So let's say if I am doing it right now for Yes, I'm trying to type in a random website, guys, which is nick.bathla.digital.com, and then I'm pressing continue. All right. So you have entered a URL to file. All right. So I had another website, which is a fairly new website. Let me go ahead and do it for that one. Uh, I'm just trying to check. There was this website. Just give me a second, guys. So there, I'm just going to open one fresh website, which I will try to configure within Webmaster, and that is so it looks it's done for a website. The entire process should be shown. Just a sec. All right. So Bhupender, in terms of the book, I mean, this is the only digital resource I have, which I would recommend you. If you'll go further with many other ones, I mean, you can get as much confused after reading that. Okay, so all right, so Fashion Lush, yeah. So what I'm trying to do right now is to open the backend of the website, guys, of one of the website, and then I'm going to configure that backend of the website. I'll configure the backend of the website, guys, with Webmaster. Oops. Just a sec. Okay, so this is one of the website, guys, which I am at the backend. All right, I'm at the backend of this website, and I have to go ahead and configure this website, guys, with the Google Webmaster. So what I'll do, I'll go into the plugin section, click on Add New. All right, and in the search bar over here, what would I type in, guys? Any idea? This time I'm trying to actually configure Google Webmaster for my website. So I am doing the same stuff. The very first plugin which we had used was the SEO Yoast. The number two plugin which we have used was the Google Analytics plugin. This time when we are trying to configure Google Webmaster, what would we type in search plugins? Is everybody with me? So what is it that I'm going to type across in the search plugins box, guys, when I'm trying to configure, right? So I'm going to be just typing Search Console or Webmaster, absolutely right. So let's say if I type in Google Webmaster over here, oops, all right. So what you can see, there are several different plugins, guys, which are available across, and the very first one, which is by Audrias, is the most popular one. I would click on install now, and after clicking on install now, I will, after clicking on install now, then I'll click on activate plugin. All right, so I click on activate plugin, guys. Now the plugin has been activated. All right, so the plugin was being activated across, and the plugin will actually come across Just a sec. So the plugin is visible across, guys, underneath the settings. So underneath the settings, again, the last time it was underneath the setting, it was the Google Analytics, and right now underneath the setting, it's Google Webmaster Tools. Right? So it says paste your Google Webmaster Tools verification code over here, guys. Now this verification code is nothing. It's a meta tag, guys, which Google Webmaster will give us. And let me show you where it actually comes across. So what we have done, we have actually went ahead and added a plugin which was Google Webmaster. We installed that and activated, and after activating it, that plugin actually comes underneath the settings tab. Underneath the settings tab, it is the Google Webmaster Tools, and over here there is this blank space. In this blank space, guys, you have to enter a meta tag, a verification meta tag. I go back to my webmaster again. Have a look what I do right now. I will open webmaster. Within webmaster, what I did, the first step was to actually click on add a property. After clicking on add a property, I go ahead and enter the URL of the website and then click on continue. So when I click on continue, underneath the alternate methods, guys, in the alternate method, you have the HTML tag. All right. So you have the HTML tag over here. You can see there is this meta tag, guys, right? This has to be copied. You copy this across, you copy this and you go back again to your website, and over here it says insert your Google Webmaster Tools verification meta tag is the same meta tag which I'm gonna come and paste here, right? It's the same meta tag. Over here you can see this is the meta tag, and this meta tag you go ahead and upload over here and then you click on save changes. Alright, so once this has been configured, you have uploaded across, pasted over here, then you go ahead and click on save changes, guys. Right, now the settings have been saved, and I come over here back to my website. I've saved it there, and then I click on verify over here. Once I click on verify, alright, so it's not able to actually verify at this given point of time. Probably it's going to take some time, guys. So it's copy and then you go ahead and paste it over here. You paste it and then you click on save changes. Once you click on save changes, then you go back to your verification process and then click on verify. Okay, so this is going to take some time, guys. So uh, you have to actually wait for certain, some more time. Just because I've done it just now, I have, written across this meta keyword, meta tag, just, a fraction of a minute before. That's why it's not happening. So I can go ahead and do this at a later stage, and or rather I can use another plugin also in case you want to try out another plugin that can also be done. So once that's being done, the webmaster gets configured, guys. All right. So it's actually it takes some time for webmaster to actually go ahead and get this configured. Once that's been done, your website will appear something like this over here. So these are all the websites which have been configured by me onto my search console. So let's say if I take the very first one, which is the client's website. This is one of my client's website. I can go ahead and open this and get to show you the overall dashboard of uh, Webmaster, guys. All right. This is the dashboard of Google Webmaster. There are few things which we have to look as an SEO within the Webmaster, guys, which are very much important, and that'll give us much more overall understanding of Webmaster. The very first one is the current status in terms of errors. Are there any crawl errors, any server issues? It says there is none. It is the domain name server is in green signal, the server connectivity is green, the robots.txt is getting green. Then you have the search analytics. If I'll click onto search analytics, it gives me details about the traffic which has come onto my website through organic space only. If you remember, in analytics, we were able to track traffic which is coming from all the major, what do you say, websites, whether it's a referral website, direct traffic, or whether it's a traffic from, what do you say, a paid ad or a social media site or so forth and so on. Whereas the traffic which is getting represented over here in Google Webmaster is only that traffic which is coming because of the organic listings which are ranking across. And if you remember, most of the keywords, guys, which were getting in the optimization traffic, that was under the not provided section, right? But it's not the case over here. I can, let's say, change the dates to last 90 days. All right, so I can change the date, set date range to last 90 days. All right. So what it's going to give me is the detail of those particular keywords which have really resulted into traffic onto my website. So on 30th of December, how much traffic was there and how many clicks and all on 29th of December, on 27th, so forth and so on. So the overall traffic which has come onto my website just because of the organic listings, guys. All right, so that is just good to know which all particular date has resulted into what all specific traffic, and I can even get to know the queries. So when I click on queries, guys, it does tell me which all keywords has really resulted into traffic. So this particular keyword within this last 90 days have resulted into 158 clicks. And as we go further down, it gives me much more keywords. It tells me keyword like software companies in Gurgaon, software company in Gurgaon, SharePoint India, timesheet management system documentation, IT. So all these keywords have resulted into organic traffic, whereby the Google Analytics platform didn't have this entire details. If you remember, not provided was actually given across for the maximum number of keywords which were bringing in traffic. But over here, each and every keyword is being listed down over here. So within Google Analytics, you were not getting certain data which was with respect to the keywords which were resulting into traffic onto our website. Whereas within Google Webmaster, the analytics version of the Google Webmaster does have this functionality, and it does give you the overall details of the keywords which are resulting into traffic onto your website. Right, so this is one, and on the left hand side, guys, as you can see, there is a messages tab. Now the messages tab does so. Okay, so sorry to take us back, please. What is anchor text? Anchor text is the text which is clickable text. So let's say over here, this particular text, take the tour. Take the tour is a clickable text. That is an anchor text. Similarly, SEO blog is a text which is a clickable text. That's why it's an anchor text. SEO over here is a clickable text. That's why it's an anchor text. Alright, so Komal says, can access to Webmaster Console be given to multiple people? Yes, using their own login. Yeah, that's right, Komal. That can be given across. So it's similar the way you can actually give it to what do you say, your analytics access also to other different people. So with webmaster also you can give it. Komal, the answer is yes. And with respect to what is anchor text, I've spoken about that also. Let me know. So can the anchor text be removed even if you didn't put it? So let's say if you haven't put it across on your website, I mean, if as far as if it's about your website that or you haven't put it, but somehow it is there. If you have the admin panel of your website, then surely you can go ahead and edit that or remove that the way you want it. But if it's on someone else's website is giving you a backlink, right? And the text on which the backlink is being created, the anchor text, by that I mean anchor text. The backlink which is created on an anchor text is not favorable to you. You feel like deleting or editing that. You can do it only if you have the backend panel details, right? So how can I locate? So can access. Sorry, I how can I? So how can I locate the anchor text? So it's all manually. You have to actually check. So you're asking me on the back end, you just have to go ahead and type in the name of the page. So if it's a home page, you can go ahead and write in the home, and then the home page, you have the entire content. If it's an internal page, you just have to type in the internal page, let's say just the URL in the search window. In the window, you will just copy paste the entire, what do you say, web page, and automatically that web page will open up at the backend for you. So it's pretty simple. It's all about the web page name. The web page name or the URL which you have to go. The web page name has to put in across in the search bar. So let's say this is the backend. And all my web pages are these. So if I go into the search post, right, so this is a different URL. So this is all the URLs on my website. If I want to locate the web page, which was just a second. So this is the entire what do you say web page, and I want to locate uh, the backlinks, guys, the anchor text. I can just simply use the search post funda, and within the search post tab, I can just go ahead and type in those keywords for which I want the web page to open up. It's as simple as that. So if you want an anchor text to be removed across, you have to go to that specific web page, and that heading of that particular web page you have to type in the search post. The heading of that particular web page, if you know about that, since you already want to get that removed, you just have to type in the headline of that particular post into the search post section. Hope it makes sense. Does it answer your question? Let me know if it does, or let me know if it doesn't, so that I can still go ahead and answer your follow-up question. Okay, that's so it's all about the search functionality which you have to use. All right, so coming back to, uh, we'll ask more, absolutely sure. So coming back to Search Console, guys, within Search Console, that was this is the another thing, guys, another functionality which Google gives you. Google gives you a functionality of the Messages tab, guys. Now, in the Messages tab, Google can actually communicate with you whenever there is a piece of information, whenever there is something which they want to go ahead and inform you about. All right, let's say your website has got what do you say, uh, just a sec, your website has got hacked by someone. All right, let's say your website has got hacked by someone, or your website has got some malware function and all that stuff. Or maybe your website has been banned by Google just because of a lot of spamming being done across. Whatever the cause may be, whatever the reason may be, Google can actually communicate with you with this messages tab. Google can actually go ahead and send you a message whether your website has been hit by, let's say, a panda update or a penguin update. Now, what are panda and penguin updates, guys? We will talk about that in the last module. Now, these are some algorithms. So somewhere Google finds out that your what do you say, your website has been hurt, your website has been performing a lot of spammy activities. Google will go ahead and hit in your website, and hit in the sense that your website will not be able to rank across onto the top at any given point of time, right? So you have to make sure that whatever SEO you do, that shouldn't act like spamming. It should not act like you're just trying to push in something or the other to other people. So it has to come in naturally, and if that is there, it's all good. Otherwise, you can anytime get a message from Google in the messages tab saying that your website has been hit upon by a Google Panda update or a Google Penguin update, just because of duplicate content, or just because of what do you say, duplicate content or links not being created perfectly, right? So that's the messages tab. Google can actually go ahead and send these messages to you. Then underneath search appearance, guys, there is something called HTML improvement, which is a most important thing to really look at. As I said, that the meta description, title tags, all of that should be unique for every web page, guys. The HTML improvement section does provide you that data, that how many web pages on your website does have duplicate meta description, how many web pages on your website has long meta description, and how many of them have short meta description, right? Similarly, with respect to title tag, also you get some more details, guys, that how many web pages on your website doesn't have a title tag, how many web pages on your website have duplicate title tag, and so forth and so on. So with respect to HTML improvement, you can go ahead and click on them and get some more ideas about the descriptions and the uh, title tags, whether they are short, duplicate, long, bad, ugly, or whatever, right? So that's with respect to HTML improvement. You can go ahead and click on those and download the overall sheet, guys. So this particular page gets to show you those pages with duplicate meta description. Similarly, you can go ahead and get to see those web pages which have duplicate title tags, right? So that's with search appearance, and then you have site traffic. Within site traffic, guys, search analytics we have already spoken about. There's another thing called, guys, links to your site. Now the backlinks. Backlinks, the other day I told you that if you get a backlink from one website pointing to your website, or in the beginning when I was telling you the difference, uh, that what exactly off-page optimization is, when I was giving you the brief. So let's say you have done off-page optimization for your website and you're getting backlinks from different all locations. Now, which all websites are providing backlinks across to your main website, that can also be checked across. So when you click on to links to your analytics, you can see it does say that there are 2,545 backlinks, guys. There are 2,545 websites or backlinks, you can say, not websites, not unique websites. These are backlinks which are coming from different websites altogether. Microsoft.com is actually uh, Microsoft.com is giving somewhere close to 15 1510 1510 backlinks across. Similarly, WordPress is giving 135, Flickr, YouTube, Pinterest. These all backlinks have been created by us just for the sake of off-page optimization being done across. Right, so Google Webmaster does provide all the details about the websites which are giving backlinks pointing out to our website. So this is for one of my client I've shown you existingly. All in all, from an SEO standpoint of view, we haven't done off-page optimization done yet, but we'll be doing it in a in next, or maybe the second module after this, right? Which is going to be about off-page optimization. And once we'll do off-page optimization, you'll get to understand how backlinks are being created. These are all backlinks only, guys. As an SEO professional, you always have to see that this number should actually keep on increasing on weekly basis or fortnightly basis and all that stuff. So Google should be able to take down all those links which are getting created for your client's website. So for your client's website or for your website, the total links number should improve. Then you have internal linking. Within the internal linking, like I said, that it's very difficult to actually say that how much numbers of what do you say so links. So how many numbers of internal links on your website are perfect or not? So, but all in all, you should actually have a look at internal links on a regular basis. Keep a tab on the internal links also. So as of now, on this particular date, which is 2nd of January, it does show that the careers page is getting backlinks from 352 other links. All right. So 352 web pages on the website itself are giving backlink to the careers page. 220 different web pages, 220 different pages on other different 221 different web pages are giving backlinks to the contact us page. Similarly, and so forth, all the other web pages are getting internal links, guys. More the number of internal links there are, better it is. But always make sure that they are very much in sync. It should not feel like that it's in direction A and direction B. So it has to be the same. And then the next part, guys, is manual action underneath Google Webmaster, guys. Now, manual action, like I told you, if you are doing a lot of spam activities, you are copying the content from other websites and then pasting it on your website, or you are, getting backlinks from all stupid websites, then Google can actually penalize your website. Google calls that penalizing of your website as manual web spam. Google actually checks into various websites manually, guys. Manually, in the sense, there are humans who are being employed and they check many things manually whether things are in shape perfectly or not. And if let's say your website is not in shape, it's using duplicate content or using different black hat SEO techniques. When I say black hat, it means techniques which are not prescribed and not ethical. That has been done, then Google will penalize, it will make your website come under manual action, and your website ranking will go way too further down. Let's say your website was ranking on the first page, second page for some of the keywords, it will start ranking on the 1000 page or the 2000 page. So you say I have those and some funny anchor text I would like to get rid of. So how to remove these? So how to remove what the anchor text, guys, or what? So how to remove the anchor text? So how to remove the web spam? Okay. Okay. So I've got two different questions. So see, anchor text can be removed by going onto the back end. First of all, let me go ahead and talk about the anchor text. So if you are saying that which are the funny ones, which are the bad ones, no particular tool will actually categorize it for you. All right. No particular tool will categorize for you. You have to go into each and every URL by yourself and then go ahead and open them. All right. So let's say if you go into one of the web page URLs, you feel that you need to actually go ahead and change and edit. I've already told you. Let's say there was a backlink over here. You go ahead and select that, and then click on remove link. That's it. So if you already have certain what do you say anchor text across on certain keywords, these are or some certain words which are funny for you and you want to get rid of them, you just have to go onto that particular page, select them, and after selecting, then you have to click on remove link over here. If you would just want to remove the text also, then you have to go to the edit page. You go ahead and edit this and then just click on save changes. Right, once you remove that, then you will click on update, and that will be no longer there. Right, so the anchor text will not be there. So the anchor text on the search console don't have links. So the anchor text on search console, So where are the anchor text? Uh, Search console don't have the links. In the analytics part you're talking about? So are you talking about the anchor text over here? These are not anchor text, these are the keywords. So where are the anchor text for you? So on the webmaster, where did you see the anchor text? Links to your site, right? So you get the backlinks. So these are the anchor text, and no, it doesn't give you that. Yeah, so it doesn't give you the. Let me go ahead and download this table. As far as I remember, it doesn't give you the name. All right, so I'm downloading it. Let's see whether what all. So no, it's just giving you the details of the anchor text, and but not the web pages where these anchor texts are being used across. All right, but I have an answer. Click on how your data is linked. How can I find? I have a different tool for that. Let me tell you that tool. That's called Open Site Explorer. Over there, you can get that. Just to answer your question, let me tell you. This is the tool which will give you the list of the anchor text and also the page where those anchor texts are. Try using this. So can the Webmaster and Google Analytics dashboard be downloaded? No, they are online versions. You cannot download them. So, so this is the tool which you have asked me for the anchor text to know across. So if I want to know what all anchor text are present across on what all web pages, I want to remove all spams. All right, yeah, absolutely. So this will actually help you. So over here you can see the title and so this is the anchor text. Link anchor text is given over here, and along with that the overall what do you say? So this is the tool which is going to help you with. Okay, so Arvind says my web gets a lot of traffic from Russia, South Africa, but we are focusing on. So you cannot go ahead and do anything about that. So you keep marketing across for India, automatically it will improve. So over here you can see this is the anchor text and this is the page. All right, this is the anchor text. But this is with the, so I just enter my URL. I want to remove. Yeah, absolutely. You just need to enter the URL. But this is for the backlinks. This is for the backlinks majorly, not for the internal linking. For internal linking, so this tool will actually help you. So to try exploring this, and next session we have a tools overall. We're going to be talking about a lot of various tools. So this is majorly with the backlinks, not with the internal linking, right? So there would be something. So these are the inbound links which are coming onto your website. All right, so you can try using this tool. Let me go ahead and take other questions as well. So can the webmaster, so Shilpa, I've answered your question. Arvind, like I answered, you cannot remove that traffic which is coming from Russia and all the other ones. You can just simply go ahead and improve your traffic from India in that case. And which other question?
Muted.
Right. So can you guys hear me? Were you not able to hear me or what? All right. So you can hear me. All right. So what I'm saying, okay. So I was just trying to look at all other different questions, guys. Okay. So I was saying you can actually refer to this tool in order to check for the anchor text, and with respect to other questions which I had, let me go ahead and is there any more questions which I have missed, guys? So the chat window is pretty small. If you can type that question again in case I have missed on any question. That was more or less about the search console, guys. All the other things which you can really look into is after manual actions is you can set in international targeting. So let's say your primary focus on a specific country. Uh, let's say your focus is specifically on United States, you can go ahead and select which country do you want to focus across. So international targeting can be set by you. Plus, there is another functionality which is the mobile usability. This particular platform tells you whether some web pages, your website web pages are opening perfectly for the mobile site or not, for the mobile browser or not. So if in case it's not working perfectly, then Google Webmaster will tell you all those web pages. Google Webmaster will tell you all those web pages where there are certain mobile usability issues, guys. So let's say there are certain elements which are too close to each other. You know, you can't really read them, or the font size is smaller, or the content can't be viewed, and all that. So you can actually download all that and send that across to your developer to get your website fixed up for the mobile version also. So Google Webmaster in all is giving you things like the search analytics from the organic standpoint of view, the internal linkings and the external linkings. If there is a manual action, which all country do you want to go ahead and target across? Duplicate title tags, duplicate meta tags, short title tags, short meta tag description, and so forth and so on. So that's the major things, guys. And also within respect of security issues, I've already told you, in case your website has got hacked or has got, has been hacked or has got malware and all, Google lets you know all that. I want to go ahead and ask you for the feedback, guys, before we wrap up the session. So do let me know what all questions you have.
Muted.
Uh, you can see my
Unmuted.
chat and you can hear me as well now. So this is some issue with GoToMeeting which keeps happening. All right, but we are good. I mean, at least that this has happened way too at the end of the session. So we are done with the session for today. Do ask me your questions, guys, and do help me with the feedback as well. So I've shared the feedback URL and whatever questions, guys, you have, please type that across so that I can take them. Sure, please go ahead with your question. So we've covered on-page optimization, Google Analytics, and Webmaster. Whatever doubts, questions, queries you have, please type that across in the chat window. And also do guys do help me out with the feedback as well. I've mentioned across the URL over there. All right, so could you let me know section in which section you checked so external links. All right, I'll just share with you that. So that was external links, Arvind. And if the cache is not listed, how can, okay, so this is through on page and off page. You can get listed if the cache isn't really listing you. So you need to actually go ahead and let Google know about you, that you know that your website is present there, and it's with proper on-page optimization and proper off-page. So it's a total SEO, total SEO of your website which has to be done. Creation of the backlinks, which is off-page, and doing on-page optimization of your website, which is creating the title tags, meta tags, and implementing that. So Lavina says the website is a free WordPress website, then you won't. So Lavina, if you would have a free WordPress based website, then you won't get all these functionalities which I have shown you today, whether it's the implementation of these plugins, right? So implementation of the plugins, whether it's the Google Analytics, Google, the SEO Yoast, and all the other ones, or the Google WordPress, and how can Alexa ranking be improved through, again, same much better backlinking and much better content on your website. If you have that, and much better internal linking, much better external. So internal linking, external linking, and on-page optimization with great content is something which will improve Alexa. Komal says, why use WordPress and why develop directly? So see, WordPress is the most, I would say, renowned content management system these days. For the past 4 5 years, WordPress has really picked up a lot, and it does have maximum features. I would say when it comes down to SEO also. So when it comes down to SEO, it's the most search engine friendly content management system. Thanks a lot, Ankita, for the feedback. Thank you for the feedback. So, Komal, that's the answer to your question. So, WordPress is the most has got the maximum functionalities when it comes down to search engine optimization, I can say. Plus, it's good from all the sides. So for the Alexa, I did answer that. If you do on-page optimization perfectly and off-page optimization perfectly, then your Alexa will improve. Much better content on your website and much better backlinking, which is off-page optimization. Your Alexa will tend to improve in that case. Is WordPress safe? Absolutely. WordPress is the most safest and it's the most popular when it comes down to, optimizing your websites. And whether it's a small, medium, or a bigger website, it keeps fluctuating very badly. Sorry, what keeps fluctuating very badly? No, no, WordPress doesn't get fluctuated. If you're saying WordPress, Smita, thanks a lot for the feedback. Thanks, Aarti, for appreciating great session. Arvind says my developer has gone for HTML while I was suggesting WordPress. But probably it's a developer kind of a thing. Probably a developer would have been more, what do you say, comfortable with that. So it's everybody's. I mean, maybe the developer might not be having a lot of knowledge about WordPress. That could have been a reason why he or she would have really ignored that. I mean, I'm just making a guess. I'm just making a guess. So, okay, you're saying Alexa ranking keeps fluctuating. Absolutely, Alexa rank will fluctuate in the initial years of your website. So, when your website is very much new and fresh, Alexa will fluctuate for sure. There is no, way to actually get that stable till the time you actually get much better on-page and off-page optimization. Right? Have I answered all the questions? Is there, it's about 9 months, or it might go up till 2 3 years also, that will fluctuate. Don't worry. So you have to have much better content and backlinking part that that'll make it stable. Right. So any further more questions, guys? Let me know. Have I missed on somebody? So section more. All right, sure, absolutely, Arvind. I'll just share with you the section, and that section was the Open Site Explorer. This is called Open Site Explorer, Arvind, and I'm giving you the URL for the same. So what you can do, Arvind, possibly you can take this URL, or Arvind, what you can do is you can go onto Google and just type in Open Site Explorer, Arvind. Open Site Explorer was a different tool altogether earlier. It got bought by Moz at a later stage. So Open Site Explorer, and this is the one, research tools. But I push content every day as it's in the online newspaper. Yeah, so news industry is a very competitive industry, so it will take a lot of time. So everybody is posting a lot of news on daily basis. If you are into the news domain, so you're already into a particular field which which is competitive already way too much. Right, guys? Does that answer your question? So everybody doing good? Abhinav, Ankita, Aarti, Arvind, Bhupender, Komal, Lavina, Sayali, Shilpa, Smita, Sneha, Swati, Vikas. All right. Thank you so much, Arvind, for appreciating. Thank you so much, Komal. I hope everybody is fine. Whatever doubts or queries you have, feel free to ask me across. And we'll be connecting next week, same time, guys. Right? See you then. And wishing each one of you Happy New Year once again, guys. Thanks, Lavina. Thanks, Pupinder. Thank you, everybody. Happy New Year, everybody. Take care. Bye now. Bye bye.